Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Arlington Weekly News. I'm Craig Nolan. Thanks for joining us.
Buenas noches, soy Daniel Pineda.
My name's Adele Quo.
And here we go with another show. It's nice to see you all. We're back again. This is our middle show, middle of June 2016. The year is flying by. First month of summer. Hope you're enjoying the nice weather. And we've got a pretty good lineup. Most of the same stuff. News and Community Bulletin Board. Adele is here with...
It's Easy Being Green.
Indeed it is, our CBB file. A roll-in, so it says, another edition, installment of Arlington Every Day in Arlington. Our News for Seniors segment, and then our final segment, a father and son collaboration entitled A California State of Grace, with some very nice pictures and music. So be sure and stay tuned for that. But before we begin, here's a social media reminder.
Absolutely, Mr. Nolan. You can watch the Arlington Weekly News on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News. And yes, the number 1. Also, facebook.com/Arlington Weekly News. Craig.
Gracias, Senor Pineda. Here we go, the first of our news items. Well, as you know, June 14th was the Democratic Party primary election for a seat on the Arlington County Board. Incumbent Libby Garvey faced off against local businessman Eric Gutschall. Ms. Garvey kept her seat, winning 55% of the vote compared to Gutschall's 45%. The challenge to Garvey's seat was seen as an effort by the Democratic Party to replace her after supporting fellow board member and conservative-leaning independent upstart John Weistad. Voter turnout was low at only 11%. However, in spite of some of her policies, those who did show up generally support Libby Garvey because of her independent thinking and voting in the face of largely unified county board. Ms. Garvey will face independent Audrey Clement in November's election for county board. Stay tuned. We'll have more on that as it becomes available. Daniel.
And Craig, a local war hero and immigrant, just had a special post-Memorial Day event. Lawmakers recently passed a new immigration bill allowing Filipino veterans to bring their families to the U.S. An Arlington resident gave a speech to lawmakers on Capitol Hill to thank them and convey the importance of passing the bill. In addition to the new immigration bill, the Filipino World War II Veterans Parole Program, or FWVP, was recently updated. The updated version of the bill is intended to bring back privileges that the U.S. promised to Filipino soldiers who fought for the U.S. during World War II and then revoked. 86-year-old Arlington resident Rudy Panaglima was 13 when he joined the forces and immigrated to the U.S. years later. However, due to the change in benefits, he ended up leaving his children behind. Now the 86-year-old and his wife are eagerly awaiting the arrival of their 2 sons to Arlington. Congratulations to Panaglima on his important speech and on finally receiving his lost benefits for risking his life to serve our country. Craig.
All right, Daniel, and in teacher news, another Arlingtonian is in the spotlight. Liliana Maldonado Mendez is one of 2 winners of the Victoria de Sanchez 2016 Teacher of the Year Award. Recipients are exemplary Hispanic teachers who work to improve the lives of children and their communities through education. Ms. Sanchez was a leading Hispanic educator in North and Latin America in the middle 1900s. The award, given in memory of de Sanchez, is sponsored by the Hispanic Youth Foundation of Northern Virginia and Marymount University. Maldonado Sanchez, a Washington Lee High School Spanish teacher, was honored at a reception on Thursday, June 16th at Marymount University. Congratulations to Ms. Sanchez. Ben.
Absolutely, congratulations. Well, Craig, the D.C. Metro surge is in progress, and to deal with the situation, some office workers have increased their telecommuting time from home. When you do visit your office, here are some options to support your commute. You may want to start with the county's multi-modal trip planning and comparison tool. It's called Car Free A to Z. Visit carfreeatoz.com to learn more information. An alternative site is commuterpage.com, provided by the Virginia Department of Environmental Services.
And Daniel, here's an update on the county surge, the Metro construction repair project that's going on to accommodate heavier road traffic due to the surge. There will be fewer blocked off roads due to Arlington road construction. Metro buses and other regional buses are adding more vehicles to accommodate the heavier rush hour traffic, and traffic signals are being adjusted to accommodate bus operations. Also, the county is introducing temporary bus-only lanes. So there's a heads up for you commuters. Daniel.
And Craig, the bike share program is also responding to the surge. If you're a cyclist, then you'll be happy to know that the Capital Bike Share is adding additional bikes to Ballston and Roslyn and opening a new location at East Falls Church. There will also be bike trains. These are groups of riders, especially newbies, who are led by experienced riders as they cycle from one metro stop to the next between East Falls Church and Roslyn. Craig.
Information now on a popular summertime treat, ice cream. Well, if it's not raining, the weather lately has been ideal for a bike ride. It's also ideal for other outdoor recreational activities like watching sports and eating frozen treats like ice cream. Local Arlington chef Kate Gilman, Katie, has decided to combine her love of both baseball and ice cream to come up with a novel dessert. The 26-year-old has a range of Nationals-inspired ice cream treats. The next time you're at Bluemont Park or in that area off of Wilson Boulevard, be sure to check out the inspired choices on her menu. Ice cream.
Go Kate.
Don't get no better than that. Really.
Ice cream, yeah.
Ice cream. We'll be back with our CBB Community Bulletin Board file right after we hear from Adele Quo. And
it's easy being green. Hey, Adele.
Here's Adele.
Hey, welcome Arlington to another It's Easy Being Green. I'm celebrating National Pollinator Week coming up June 20th through the 26th with our mascot, Joe Tree Frog, surrounded by his pollinator buddies. Our pollinators include bees, butterflies, birds, and bats that are vital to our ecosystems. These hardworking animals move pollen grains from plant to plant for fertilization. Bees, butterflies, birds, and bats help pollinate over 75% of our flowering plants and nearly 75% of our crops. The United States pollination by honeybees contributed to the production of over $19 billion worth of crops in 2010. In the same year, pollination by other insect pollinators contributed to the production of nearly $10 billion worth of crops. So without pollinators, wildlife would have fewer nutritious berries and seeds, and we would miss many fruits, vegetables, and nuts like yummy blueberries and squash and almonds, not to mention my favorites like chocolate and coffee, all of which depend on pollinators. But these hardworking insects and other animals are in trouble. Evidence shows that many pollinators are in decline, such as our honeybees, monarch butterflies, and bats. There are simple things you can do at home to encourage pollinator diversity and abundance. So, number 1, plant a pollinator garden using a regional planting guide. You can join the Million Pollinator Garden Challenge, a campaign to register 1 million public and private gardens and landscapes to support our pollinators. And spread the word. Number 2, provide nesting sites like installing a bat house. Number 3, avoid pesticide use. You can address pest concerns using integrated pest management practices. And number 4, resist the urge to have a totally manicured lawn and garden. At the edges of your property, tolerate a little wildness and leave dead wood snags and leaf litter, and keep your areas bare for ground nesting insects and leave some weeds. They provide food for pollinators. So you can look at a pollinator garden at Gulf Branch Nature Center for inspiration. It's filled with plenty of nectar and pollen-rich flowers and many plants that are native, not just to Virginia, but also to the Arlington area. Native gardens like this are deer-resistant, attract pollinators, and easy to maintain. Plus, they look beautiful too. So remember, it's Easy Being Green, celebrating our National Pollinator Week coming up June 20th to the 26th.
National Pollinator Week.
Yes, fun, right?
Well, we do need the pollinators. That's true. I hope
Pretty
we can,
new week.
I hope
Started
we can,
in 2007 or something like
oh,
that.
well, not,
Yeah.
well, 7, 8
Well,
years.
been around, yeah.
But yeah, we need the pollinators.
We do.
Save the honeybees. So we hope that helps. Thanks, Adele.
Thank you, Adele.
We appreciate it. All right, as promised, now here we go with our CBB, or Community Bulletin Board file. Well, coming up this Saturday, June 18, Columbia Pike is hosting its the 21st Annual Blues Festival. And it's free. This event will feature great music, food, arts, crafts, kids' activities, and a lot more. The event is being held at the corner of Columbia Pike and South Walter Reed Drive, and it'll run from about 1 in the afternoon till about 8:30 in the evening. For more information, you can visit their website at www.columbia-pike.org, and they'll have more good stuff for you there. Daniel.
Well, Craig, visit Penrose Square on Columbia Pike this Saturday and every Saturday. Saturday night at Penrose Square is movie night, and you can also watch movies outside. Enjoy the evening, the weather, and, well, a good movie. Visit columbia-pike.org/movie nights for more information. Then on Saturday, June the 18th, you can watch Belle. This British period piece is about a real-life character who is little known but had a big impact on the progression of civil rights. Dido Elizabeth Bell Lindsay was a mixed English and African woman born in the mid-1700s. She influenced her great-uncle, a British Lord and Chief Justice, to rule in a high-profile legal case that slavery in the UK was illegal. And this case precipitated the end of slavery in England and eventually the rest of the world. Craig.
Sounds like a great film. Check out Belle down on Columbia Pike. All right, also on our CBB file on Saturday, June 25, also at Penrose Square, you can watch The Fault in Our Stars. This is a fictional film, and it's influenced by Shakespeare's play Julius Caesar. The title in particular is taken from the quote by Cassius to Brutus, in which he says, "The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in ourselves, that we are underlings." The film is about two teenagers, who are dealing with cancer, falling in love, and dealing with some of life's harshest realities. So check that out down at Movie Night down in Columbia Pike. All right, we'll be back with our News for Seniors file right after another installment of Everyday Arlington.
Hello, this is Hef Munson, which is a worthless piece of information. Actually, this is not Hef Munson. I'm Hef Munson. This is the Arlington County Central Library, where you should come because it is part of Everyday Arlington. Everyday Arlington is about those things that everybody thinks they already know about, but everybody forgets about. Most of the stuff is free, including this library. Or if it isn't free, you're paying for it with your tax dollars anyway. So now that we've seen the outside of it, I think we should go see the inside of it. It's even better on the inside.
The Central Library was constructed during the years 1960 and 61, and it has 2 floors. There is elevator access, but I'm going up the staircase to the 2nd floor. The 2nd floor typically features a collection of local art. Today we have paintings, but I have seen drawings, models, and sculptures as well. The art on display changes periodically, so if you drop in every month or so, you're bound to see something new. The library also has a variety of CDs and DVDs available for checkout. There's a little-known microfilm section where you can examine old newspapers going back over a century. The advertisements alone are a hoot. Going back to the 1st floor, I like to go to the Virginia Room. The main attraction for me is the old map survey books, which start in the 1930s, but also include the 1950s and beyond. Hey, I can see my house from here. And there's the old duck-pin bowling alley. We could use another one of those. I'd better get out of here before I get hooked.
That's the Arlington County Central Public Library. You should come by, check out the art exhibit, check out the neat Virginia Room with all the historical maps, and you can even read a book. It won't kill you. See you later.
right. Thanks,
Great
Hef,
job,
our
yeah.
very own Hef Munson, and another installment of Everyday Arlington. Thanks, Hef. We appreciate it. Here we go, as promised now, our News for Seniors file. Well, it's not really helpful, but you can look at it anyway. On the third Friday of each month, Center Director Jennifer Weber will moderate a lively group crossword puzzle session that will engage all minds present and probably give you a perspective working crosswords that you have never considered before. The next session is coming up Friday, June 17 at Arlington Mills Senior Center. They start at about 11 o'clock until noon. For more information, call Arlington Mill. Here's their number, should be on your screen, 703-228-7369. Daniel.
And Craig, social media is everywhere. Stay connected with friends and family through social media site known as, well, you guessed it, Facebook. Learn the basics of how to use the site and how to check your privacy settings. Presented by Senior Center Director Marcia Todd, Monday, June the 20th. That's from 1 to 2 p.m. at Culpeper Garden Senior Center. Give her a call. That's at 703-228-4403 for more information. So, got to know about your Facebook, right, Craig?
Facebook, I swear.
You have one account?
What is that? All right, coming up next here on our News for Seniors file, the Northern Virginia Senior Olympics motto is Living Healthy Longer. And events at Northern Virginia Senior Olympics range from Scrabble to pickleball to cornhole toss to Wii bowling. Oh, Wii bowling, not World War II, but Wii bowling. Learn more about the competitions available from Chair of the Northern Virginia Senior Olympics, Jim McKenzie. He will also talk about the registration process for those wanting to get involved as a volunteer. For more information, go to www.nvso.us. And then if you can't make it, Jim McKenzie will be down at Lee Senior Center on Monday, June 20, from 1 to 2 in the afternoon. For more information and to reserve your spot, check their number on your screen there, 703-228-0555. Daniel.
Listen to music from the 50s to today at Walter Reed's new Acoustics Cafe Night. Meet and mingle as you listen to live acoustic music from various performers who have a love for music. Coffee and light refreshments will be available. The event will be on Tuesday, June the 21st from 7 to 8:30 p.m. at Walter Reed Senior Center. Give them a call at 703-228-0955 for more information. Craig.
Music, the universal language. Get on there and check that out. Also in our News for Seniors file, visit with Zoe the therapy dog. She's smart and she does tricks. Best of all, she loves to visit with almost everyone. Chuck Toftoy will share information on Yorkies and what it takes to train a therapy dog. That's coming up Tuesday, June 21st at Walter Reed. Takes place from 10:15 to 11 a.m. Call Walter Reed, numbers on your screen, 703-228-0955. And that's it for our News for Seniors file. We'll be back with a quick bye-bye right after, what's coming up? Oh, yes, a father and son collaboration, and it's entitled A California State of Grace.
In the summer of 2012, my son took a job in San Francisco, a long way from home. I wrote a song for him, and he sent back some photographs for me. This is the song, along with the photos. I hope you enjoy it.
And I thought that I could fly.
All right, thanks, Hef.
Great job, Hef.
Yeah,
A nice
awesome.
tribute to
Great tribute.
all you dads out there. Father's
Yeah.
Day coming up.
coming up.
As you're viewing this, what was today, Father's Day, and happy Father's Day to all you fathers
Absolutely.
out there and fathers-to-be.
Love you,
and
Dad.
Fathers and sons. And do you have a remembrance of your father?
Absolutely, just being able to be with him in the lake and play sports with him, tennis and basketball. It's great. How about you?
Yeah, well, my fondest memories with my dad, who has since passed away, is trout fishing in the streams of northeastern Iowa. That was probably some of the best times I had with my dad. Adele?
Well, same. My dad's passed, but I remember watching football with him on
Oh,
Sundays.
nice.
And
Excellent.
he gave me my first beer.
Oh!
Thanks, Dad.
Way to go, Dad.
We've used that.
Yeah.
Really? Wow, that might have been pretty difficult for him. You know? I don't know.
I think his idea was I would hate it because I was so little that I would not want it ever.
Just didn't taste very good,
No,
right?
did
It
not.
didn't taste as good as all
that-
the fun it looked like people were having consuming.
That particular brand did not ever really,
Resonate.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess a belated, from my cue over here, a belated Happy Flag Day. Is that
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Happy Flag Day. And then the summer.
Don't forget the summer solstice.
The summer solstice is coming
Yeah.
up with the 23rd,
Monday.
so we're really
Monday.
stretching it out.
And,
there.
and the
Which
U.S.
is
is in
Monday.
the Copa America.
That's
Well,
right.
They're doing pretty
we
well.
Can't forget about that to you soccer fans.
Go
out there.
USA.
Any tennis news for us?
With French Open, Djokovic won. That was last week, though.
Very good.
Wimbledon's right around the corner, though.
And go Nats! I mean, they pulled it out.
Yeah.
They
12
pulled it
inning.
out and
That
took
was
2
good.
of 3 from the Cubs. That's incredible.
I keep on telling Todd, Dusty Baker is the real deal. Go Dusty.
Dusty Baker, and was with the Cubs for 4 years.
And with the
so
Giants,
here he is now.
almost won a World
That
Series.
was quite a
yeah.
victory in extra innings last night. So congratulations to the Nats and all the fathers and sons on the Nats team as well. I guess we've stretched about long enough. Anything else? Would anyone out in the studio like to say something? We have a studio audience tonight. Thanks for watching.
Yeah,
studio
thank you so
audience.
much for watching. Yeah.
And thanks to all of you out there in TV land for watching us on another edition of the Arlington Weekly News. And next week, if you're there, we'll be here and we'll try it all again.
Happy Father's Day.
Have a safe week. Bye-bye.
Happy Father's Day.